brought this from my experience from coming from an intern to still an intern. But for those of us that might be considering a career in tech in the near future, like PMOs are turning to coders. So yeah, you might just want to know these things. Programming, minus all the big words that we throw around, all the front end is back end and JavaScript, there's Python that. At the end of the day, job is really not that romantic. All you're doing is maintaining and typing code. So without further ado, I'll go into each of the 10 things that I think photography computer science will always be about. And the first one on the list is data structures and algorithms. We've talked about what data is, but then now we'll talk about what data structures are, and then algorithms. A data structure is the way that data appears. All we do as programmers and computer science is perform operations on data. So when you get you want to, understand it in every way that you can and know how you categorize it, you or your software, and these things will be your main bread and butter. Algorithm, now to explain what an algorithm is, if I was to ask you to do 18 times 8 in your head, I don't know how you would have done it, but I would do 10 times 8 plus 8 times 8. And then add the two answers together. That's an algorithm. No matter what language you know how to code in or what language you're trying to learn, knowing how to be an efficient algorithm is very key in this game. So some of these data structures are lists, maps, hash tables, arrays, etc. No matter how many programming languages come out, these things will always be the same. These ideas will keep being prevalent in computer science, no matter what you use. Algorithms as well. Okay. What? After waiting. Another thing that is important to you will be source control. Yesterday, one programmer, I don't know who, he almost spoiled social lender because he did not know how to push, pull, fetch, push, commit, and which one is which. When you assume your post, these are some of the things you might learn as you go. You don't have to go all, like you're out of the way. Then finally, you have to learn a scripting language. A popular one currently is Python, but one of the good things about scripting languages is that you can automate mundane stuff quite fast. Like for example, the KD arrangement for who does KD when was done by a script by Jotam. He just, instead of writing people's names on a list, he just automated it and he produced a list for him. So one of those things I love to get by is learning a scripting language. Yeah, that's all. So if you're feeling like you're my daddy in this and you want to add more examples to the things that I mentioned, feel free. If you have questions, ask them now. If not, see you when I see you.